There are 19 types of plantain found in the United States, and all are edible. This is English plantain, also known as narrow-leaved plantain, also known as ribgrass. As you can see, this one has gone to seed. This is what the flowers and the seeds look like for English plantain or ribgrass or narrow-leaved plantain. Here's the leaf. You can see the ridges in the leaf, which is characteristic of plantains. Here's another example of narrow-leaved or English plantain or ribgrass. You can see there's the pollen. This is broadleaf or common plantain. Note that narrow-leaved or English plantain has the flower and the seeds at the end of a long stalk, whereas in common plantain, the seeds and flowers extend the full length of the stalk. This is narrow-leaved or English plantain, also known as ribgrass. This is broadleaf or common plantain. Some people call them plantains. Not to be confused with the plantains that you might find in your grocery store that look like a wild banana, which are not true plantains. If you are unsure as to the identification of your plantains, remember that one of the names for narrow-leaved plantain is ribgrass. So look for the longitudinal ribs that appear on the back of the leaves, which are characteristic of all plantains. All plantains are edible, but rabbits also love them, so I prefer to feed my wild plantains to my rabbits. To make food for the winter for my rabbits, I dry plantain and dandelion leaves in the sun . Like dandelions, plantain can be eaten raw in a salad or can be cooked in a pot. In either case, whether dandelion or plantain, the best leaves to eat are the young leaves. When they get older, they get more bitter and more stringy. Here's a nice dandelion. In my video on dandelions, I showed you how you could make a very nice herbal beverage, a coffee substitute type beverage, using the root of dandelion. This plant, of course, is way too old to eat. These leaves would be very bitter, not very tasty, and it'd also be tough. But the best leaves to eat with dandelion, the best part of the leaves will be this part right here, the whitish part of the leaves that grow just below the surface. You can cook these up and eat these. Here are my pot herbs. I have a combination of plantain leaves and dandelion leaves. I washed them, added some water to the pot. I'll add some salt. We'll cook those down and see how it tastes. Okay, that's been cooking about 8 minutes now. It's cooking down nicely. Smells good. Smells a little bit like cooked spinach. I think I'm going to cook that just about a minute or two longer, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, let's try our greens from the wild. Actually smells quite good. Little bitter, really not bad. Let's try a little dandelion. Not bad. Little stringy. This is Survival Doc, reminding you, be prepared, or be prepared to be pleased. They call it survival food for a reason. Now remember, well, I like to feed this to my rabbits. Rabbits are much better. Folks, grow a garden so you won't have to eat stuff like this.